Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here. We're back for some more of the Paper Mario and the 1000-Year Door on the Nintendo Switch. If you did miss out during the last one, well, we just went and placed our Crystal Star over at the 1000-Year Door, and we got to go and see what our next location on our map is going to be, and that, of course, is going to be here for Chapter 2 in our time of the Boggly Woods. Now, there is going to be some new enemies here, so we are going to be encountering out with these guys, such as, for example, we got ourselves with the Klesh. Now, these are the ones that are not the ball Klesh, but these are the ones that actually have the spike on their heads. Now, these guys are immune to any type of jumping that you are going to have to go and do, so you will have to go and use like power blocks as well, or even use anything that's going to be like a Quake Hammer or Power Smash type of related, so that you can at least go and do some damage on them. Now, speaking about with Quake Hammer, we won't be able to go and see the Quake Hammer just yet right away. That will be happening here in this episode, but we'll have to wait just before reaching off into where Flurrie is going to be, which, speaking about with Flurrie is going to be our next up-and-coming partner, but we are not going to be picking up with her just yet. That will be happening in the next episode. For right now, we actually have to go and help out with Flurrie here in this video so that we can go and find out where the necklace is going to be. Now, we already kind of know a little bit about where the said necklace is going to be happening. It's going to be where the Shadow Stars, or aka known as the Shadow Sisters here in this game. I don't know why they ever went out of their way to change up with the name of how their group name is all about. I really do like the Shadow Stars because it just sounds like a really menacing type of team to be at instead of having it known as the Shadow Sisters. It doesn't really make it all that too menacing, if I have to say so myself. But either way, we will be getting their information that is going to happen from there, because we do have to go and get with ourselves with Vivian and Beldum, and I think her name is Marilyn as well too. We have to go after all three of them there. Now, mind you, there is going to be a very funny tattle that's going to happen when we go and encounter out with Vivian, because I know that Goobella is going to have somewhat of a jealous type of reasoning that is going to happen from here. Now, we got some brand new piranha plants. These are the piranha plants that we can go and encounter around with it this way. There is different kind of piranha plants later. For right now, these are just the regular pale piranha plants. Nothing really anything too special going on within them for right now. But later on, when we go and start reaching off into like the tropical area, when we have to go and head off into that type of area around within, I think it's like what, like chapter 5, I want to say, we'll have to be encountering with these piranha plants that are going to have some sort of poisonous type of status that's going to happen, which that's not going to be all that too fun. I'm not really a big fan of poison piranhas, because during your time, I think you actually have like an amount of like, I think 3 different type of like toxic parts that happen, and then you kind of have to wait after so many amount of turns for it to like actually disappear, but it gets really obnoxious later. But for right now, we're just going to go and use our Pal Coops out here for the time being, and we're going to launch ourselves right to it and knock them out. Now, there is going to be multitude of different piranhas, because even if you encounter out on one, they could probably spawn at least like maybe 3 or even 4 of these guys out here. But they do give off some pretty nice good EXP along with our time here. Now, for right now, in Boggly Woods, there's not really too many amount of star pieces that we could go and find, but we can go and find one that is going to be somewhere in a tree at some point here. I think the rest of the other different star pieces, we will have to go and do anything ground pound related, because once we do get the ground pound type of said thing, there's going to be a lot of star pieces that we could go and find when we actually do go and return right back to some of these said places. Now, there is the Great Tree. Now, there is one particular item that you may possibly want to go and pick up that's going to happen here, and that is going to be the FP Plus badge. And I think that would be very nice to go and use, but however, there is a kind of a little bit of an annoying thing that does happen with the FP Plus badge, and I want to say that you will have to use up a lot of badge points just to go and use up on one of these, but it is somewhat relatively helpful, because if you are in a type of predicament where you don't really want to go out of your way to do any type of grinding within the said FP badge, at least you could have that as a temporary type of fix to at least someone help you, but you will have to cost out on a lot of badge points for it. Now, I want to say that the max badge limit is all the way up to, I think, around 30, I think, or maybe 60, but I'm pretty certain I think it's 30. But we want to at least somewhat conserve some of our different badge points later, because I do want to make sure that we at least try to get to the maximum badge limit as we can within our time throughout this game. Now, I'm not really too entirely sure on what the max limit of Mario's HP bar is. I don't know if it's at 50, I think, but I could be wrong on that one. I know that in Origami King, and I think even in the Sticker Star version, I'm pretty sure Mario's allowed to head all the way up to, I think, just almost like just right around, I think, all the way up to like 100 HP. But I think here for 1000-Year Door, I think you can only have the max all the way up to 50. But I could be wrong on that one there as well. But here is the secret entrance area. But somehow we can't really go ahead and press on the button here within the secret entrance because that is where we actually do need Flurrie at this point in time. So, oh well, I guess we'll have to go and wait until we go and do the Shadow Sister or Shadow Siren battle that we're going to have to go and do within our time just so that we can go and pick up with that necklace there. Now, I don't know if I already went and said this, but we are doing Twilight Princess. Of course, within that time, we are going to have to find another Sky character, which that should be the last one. And then once we go and do that, we're off to the other type of dungeon that we're going to have to go and encounter out with, because that is where we're going to have to go and find where the double claw shot is. And once we get that double claw shot, there is a plentiful, I think, amount of things to go and do, such as heart piece finding and maybe even doing some stamp collecting as well too. Now, again, I'm not going to go through, I don't think, every single type of stamp, so I'm not 100% complete off with the stamps, but I'll at least try to get majority of all the different heart pieces as well throughout our time of this journey here. Just like how I did before in my original Let's Play of the original Twilight Princess on the GameCube. But you guys have been showing out like so much amount of support for all the different Let's Play series that I've been doing out here so far throughout the 4 that I have remaining. So thank you guys so much for sticking around on the Paper Mario 1000 Year Door series, and even on Persona 4, even with as well with Twilight Princess, and even Final Fantasy X of all stuff as well. And you guys have been giving me quite a bit of some feedback as well from Final Fantasy X, giving me some extra tips and other things of that type of nature, because again, I'm not really all that too familiar within everything of Final Fantasy X, so if you guys actually have any type of other tips as well too, that will help me out later on throughout my time, that will be greatly appreciated. Because I didn't even realize, because I think somebody actually went and gave me a comment about saying that there is other different enemies that will also give you the same type of abilities as well. It's just that you kind of have to find where those enemies are going to be said for those, if you are missing out on any type of special abilities for like Kamara and stuff. But thank you for that though. Now, however, around over here, there is going to be another Shy Sprite that we could go and pick up with, and I think what we are going to do is that once we get ourselves with Flurrie, I think I may possibly want to go and meet up with our good old pal with Merlin out here and get ourselves our very first of many upgrades that we're going to have to go and do for our partner, because I think at some point when we get the upgrade for Flurrie, I believe we could actually be able to have the power of the Gale Force, where we could actually blow away the different enemies around within our time from that. Now, I'm not really too entirely certain if that move is like actually a learn set move or not, but I will have to do some research before I go and worry about that, because I don't want to waste off on a Shine Sprite or something and just completely waste it for no apparent reason. I know that there's like a really good like final ultimate upgrade for Flurrie where she can just blow away all the different enemies as like super fast compared to the last time from before. But so here we go. We're going to start with Earth Tremor here. Again, I'm not really all that too good when it comes to the Earth Tremor here on the Nintendo Switch. I was really good at it when it came onto the Nintendo GameCube, but for some reason, I'm not great when that actually happens. It's all about the button timing, though, and unfortunately, I completely flopped out on that one. But at some point, I will get this Earth Tremor right, and hopefully we can at least get ourselves with an excellent or a wonderful one. Alright. Well, anyways, we're almost getting close to, almost into our game over out here, but we're not going to do that. There's no game over. I don't want to lose out on anything right away. But I do have to say, like, for me personally, playing throughout, like, I don't know if I already went and kind of talked about this before in one of the episodes here from the Nintendo Switch, but it just seems like, just for me personally, is that originally in the Paper Mario 1000 Year Door game, just training up and doing the battles, like, with random enemies and stuff, took a little bit, like, too long, if I have to say, and it kind of was a little bit, like, annoying in some aspects, but here, it kind of feels like it doesn't have that type of issue anymore, like on the Nintendo Switch. It kind of feels like Paper Mario, the original one, was kind of like almost like black and white in a way, where the EXP training was just way too annoying to like try to like at least level grind up on any of your teammates that are happening. But here, it's like so far, it's like this is really not all that too bad. It's very smooth and it's like 10 times better than what it was from before. So I'm very appreciative about with that. So we got ourselves now with the Quake Hammer, and then now, I think just somewhere around over here pretty soon, we should at least be able to come across with a Star Piece. Hey, there we go. We at least got one, and there is Flurrie's house right here, so we're going to go and make a little bit of a pit stop just to go and see what is happening from here, and we'll say hi to Flurrie. Now, unfortunately, we won't be able to go and see too much of Flurrie, but we will go and try to at least make sure to get her her necklace as back as best as we can throughout here. Now, there is something new that did happen throughout my life for today, and unfortunately, my washing machine that I have here at my house, unfortunately, it has completely wet toasted. I couldn't really go and do any type of washing my clothes for like at least like a couple of days. But my mom finally went and bought a washing machine, which that's really nice for her to go and do that for me. And now here in the house that I have, I'm able to now go and be able to have a washing machine once again, and finally be able to go and wash my clothes. Thank goodness, which that is handy. Yep, something is there wrong. That's what's going here right now, Punio. And that is because that she has no necklace. And if she doesn't go out with this necklace, she just feels just completely bare inside. And she is just too afraid to even step out of her house at this moment. I wonder if there's like a way that you could like still go and like glitch through this door or something and meet up with Flurrie and actually just see what would happen if you actually want to do that there. I know that there's like a Flavio glitch, but I don't know if there's like a Flurrie glitch, but yeah, the Flavio glitch is like super hilarious. If anybody has not seen the Flavio glitch, you should go and check it out. Like I don't know if it's here for the Nintendo Switch version because the whole area of the sewer system has like completely changed over time. But that would be hilarious if that glitch is still there. Alright, so there is the Mr. Mustache. Now they finally know who they've been chasing after all this time, even though that they just went and saw us though, which that's just so weird. Uh-oh. And again, Vivian's always punished for everything. Jeez. Like, I feel so sorry for Vivian. It's like they basically don't point the blame to like both with like the other sister or even with Beldum. So Beldum just goes and just basically just points the blame right over to Vivian. Just say like, yep, you're the problem. You get punished. That's what's gonna happen. You did not tell us that was Mario all this time, but they would have figured that out anyways right away. If you saw a dude wearing a bushy beard and having a red hat and red overalls, or the blue overalls right there, you should at least know that should at least be Mario. Because we're not Waluigi or anything. Actually, speaking about that, there is some special emblems in this game, and I don't know if I ever went and spoke to you guys about that, but in this game there is a special set of different amount of special emblems. I believe you could get a Waluigi emblem, I believe you could get a Wario emblem, and even a Luigi emblem as well. Now again, these don't really have any type of specialized stats or anything, but it is something of a extra customizable type of thing for Mario. I believe the only one that I think you can find right now, I think throughout the chapters, is I think just for Wario and Luigi. But I don't know about the purple one, because I don't know if that's more so if you have to like wait later on or something, like after when you're done with the game or something like that. But I know that there is a Waluigi one, but I believe the Luigi one I think is actually located on the Excess Express chapter, I believe. And I think the Wario one is, I think probably in chapter 5 or something, maybe? I don't know. Or I could be wrong and it could be the other way around. But we're gonna go and basically just stomp through this whole entire battle. Yeah, if you actually have like a lot of like items and everything with you throughout this battle, this whole Shadow Sisters battle or Shadow Sires battle is completely easy. Like if you have like a lot of fire flowers, if you have a lot of like Mr. Minis or anything, or if you have any of those sleepy sheep or anything of that type of nature, these guys are just completely like they are just really easy out here. But there we go. And just like that, we already went and basically minied them and also put them to sleep. So now we can just go and just do our way of just tattling up with everybody. Now, there is going to be plenty amount of other different times that you will go and battle with the Shadow Sirens again. I believe you actually got one, I think, just like midway through the chapter, I think. And then you also have another one where I believe you have to go and battle them just right before the end game. That also happens. So, if you did miss out on most of these different titles, not to worry. There is, like, I think, like 2 other different times where you can go and meet up with them again. Alright, so far so good. Now we're just going to go for our power block. So at least I was able to go and buy some items from that one dude that was actually here. Yeah, by the way, there is a dude that will actually sell items to you, just like the guy that was back over at the Rogueport area. He'll be making his appearance here too. So there's Goobella, and now we'll just go and do one for Vivian here, which this one is actually pretty funny as well. So, yeah, so Goobella is just basically going and just saying, like, wow, she's actually kind of cute. And then now she's, like, super jealous about all of that now. But anyways, let's go and see what else is going to happen. So now the other sister here, I think that's Marilyn, I think, at this point in time, she has now went and turned super huge now. So that's going to be a little bit of a problem. Now, I want to say that if you are in a situation where you don't have any items, you want to make sure that you go and take care of Marilyn, because she does actually have quite a bit of some annoying type of damage that actually does happen from here. But I'm happy that we do have another mystery box, so we're going to go and burn them down again. And just like that, we already went and taken care of Beldum, so she's already gone. And now we can go and just worry about the next battle here. And I think just like that, already went and finished off with her. So yeah, so she does actually have, I think, like the highest amount of HP right now, and she does have the attack of 2. So now we're just going to go and just do ourselves a little bit of a nice good shot right there. And just like that, we knocked out on both of them. And I think we should be able to hopefully at least get ourselves into a way of another level. So there we go. And that's a level up right there. And I'm pretty certain, I think what we're going to have to go and do is boost up on our FP. Because I know that originally before we went and boosted up with the HP. But anyways, I think for right now, this is going to be the perfect time where we could just go and end off with the episode for today. So thank you guys so much for checking out Paper Mario and the 1000 Door on the Nintendo Switch. I'll be seeing you guys in the next one for when we go and actually at least go and pick up with our time of Flurrie. And then hopefully at least as well too to reach all the way over directly towards into our time of the Great Tree once again. And babysit some beauties that will be showing up from there. So with that being said in mind, there's the necklace. And that'll be for us right there. And we could go and take that right back to Flurrie later. And of course, peace.